Someone was channeling Nicole when they created this perfect bite. You know what I mean? We've had lots of requests for this recipe. This is our top-rated pimento cheese recipe, and I'm sharing it with you right now. Pimento cheese is a Southern staple. If you've never had it, today is the day. It's a creamy spread slash dip slash condiment made of sharp cheddar cheese and, of course, little peppers known as pimentos. Let's start with the cheese. I think the best cheese to use for pimento cheese is a good sharp or extra sharp cheddar cheese. Another absolute must is to grate your own cheese from the block when you're making pimento cheese. Do not buy that pre-shredded stuff. It is not going to be the same. When you shred it yourself, you're going to get a much better, creamier texture in the end. Another thing you might want to do when you whip up a batch of this pimento cheese is double, triple, or quadruple it. It lasts for a really long time, plus it makes great gifts. It's the perfect thing to bring if you're going to a tailgate. When you grate it yourself, not only is the flavor better, but you end up getting about an extra half a cup that you don't get in the bags. I'm gonna use my stand mixer to bring this all together using the paddle attachment. While I'm still on the cheese component, the next ingredient, cream cheese. This is not always classic in everyone's pimento cheese recipe. I happen to love the tang that it brings. You definitely want your cream cheese to be softened before you add it. I find the cream cheese gives your pimento cheese a little bit of a sturdier texture and less runny. I will add in some mayonnaise, but it's just not swimming in mayonnaise. But I do think mayonnaise is an essential ingredient, and you know the one you should use if you're making a good Southern pimento cheese. Going in with a little onion powder, garlic powder, and cayenne. And now for the peppers, AKA the pimentos in your pimento cheese. I think these are what most people use, the pre-chopped, sitting in a little bit of a briny solution. So what I prefer to use in a pimento cheese are these little ones that are sliced. These are not roasted red peppers because they're not roasted, but you can just tell the difference in color. So you definitely want to drain it and then you have to chop it yourself. Chop it pretty finely. It's all gonna get mixed up in the mixer, but you don't want to mix it so much to where it's all pulverized because we're not going to town in the mixer. All right, into the bowl. Final ingredient before we mix, and this is optional, is a little jalapeno. I love this addition in this recipe. I think it adds a bit of a fresh pungency. I'm gonna take the seeds out. I'm not looking for this to be any spicier. I'm gonna chop it pretty finely also. Start with that. I'm just gonna mix this on medium speed until it's well combined. You just kind of want it to be one uniform mixture. Going in with a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. And one more little spin around. If you've never had it, I promise you're gonna love pimento cheese. One final little taste test. I think we nailed it. I do think it gets better as it sits, so it's even gonna be better in the next few days. But of course, we can't wait. I'm gonna show you all the ways I like to serve it up. It's a party, I'm telling you, pimento cheese can be used in so many ways. I'm gonna start with a couple of my favorites. First of all, as a dip. If you're anywhere near Alabama, you've probably had it as part of a redneck charcuterie. I don't think a bite could be more perfect than what I'm about to show you. I mean, growing up, I really just enjoyed it on a cracker. Let me try the OG, let's simplify it. How can something so simple be so delicious? On a cracker is how I learned to eat pimento cheese, but that was elevated recently as I was introduced to the old redneck charcuterie, which is pimento cheese and cracker, a good pickle, some Southern smoked sausage. Someone was channeling Nicole when they created this perfect bite. You know what I mean? I can't explain it, but you can form your own sort of creations with something as simple as this. Not only is it great as a dip at your party, but you can also make the perfect simple Southern sandwich enjoyed just between two pieces of toasted bread. But I'm telling you, add a little bacon, lettuce, and tomato. Takes your BLT to a whole other level. And don't even get me started on topping your burger with it. So dang good. And I'd love to know what's your favorite way to serve pimento cheese. I hope you'll give this recipe a try, and when you do, don't forget to tag me. Now get cooking. That will absolutely make you Want to slap your mama?